First, let's explore the growth and demographics of world population. And second, let's assess the world's capacity to produce enough food to support millions of additional new people. Third, let's examine the alternatives available to humanity for solving the world's food shortage crisis currently facing a majority of the world's people.
This graph illustrates the historic change in human population for the last 1,500 years. It took 250,000 years until the year 1830 for the population of the world to reach 1 billion people. By 1930, 100 years later, the world's population had doubled to 2 billion. By 1980, only 50 years later, population had doubled again to 4 billion.
We are now adding about 1 billion new people to the Earth every decade. In fact, demographers estimate that within the next 30 years, the world's population will increase dramatically, especially in the lesser developed areas around the globe, like India, Africa, and Asia.
Much of this remarkable growth pattern has occurred as a result of two important developments. First, we have, through science, learned how to greatly increase food production. And second, we have discovered the causes and cures for many diseases and health problems. People are living longer. Our success in agriculture and disease prevention confronts humankind with two immediate problems. Can the Earth's farmland yield enough food for everyone? A challenge for science and agricultural technology. How can we best distribute the food we are able to produce? A social and political problem. To place the problems in perspective, consider these facts. The present yearly growth in world population is estimated to be about 100 million people every year. Every year, there are enough people born to completely repopulate the city of Los Angeles 10 times, or the country of Canada 3 times.
That's 274,000 new births per day, enough to populate a major American city. In fact, during the time that you view this program, over 3,700 new babies will have been born, and all of them needing food, shelter, and clothing.
Babies are arriving at a rate of 188 births every minute of every day. If they were all delivered by 747 airplanes, it would take 900 flights per day to accomplish the task. Think with me for a moment. The population growth on Earth can be compared to an hourglass. The bottom half of the glass represents the people already on Earth. The upper half represents new births. 188 grains of sand per minute are being added to the bottom of the glass.
From our position on the outside, it is very difficult to affect the rate at which the sand falls from the top to the bottom of the hourglass without some sort of very drastic intervention.
The world's population is not only increasing, but also concentrating itself in urban centers. In the next 20 years, the United Nations projects that half of the world's population will be living in megacities, a migration that will challenge our ability to distribute food equally. This graph illustrates the past and projected change in areas of population growth. Rural population will decline slightly, while the urban population of lesser developed countries in Africa, Asia, India, and South America expands as people seek opportunities to earn a living. Nations will have to become more interdependent in the future. Very few nations will be self-sufficient in food production. For example, Japan, a major economic power in the world today, must now import over 70% of the food needed to feed its people.